Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're going to be watching the Pokemon Presents. It's about to start in about, I would say, like 10-ish minutes. And I'm actually, for the first time, a little bit hopeful that we are going to get maybe some major announcements out of a Pokemon Presents because it's the 30th anniversary. Let me just adjust my camera here a bit. There we go, so I can be seated in front of the microphone properly. But there are already, man, a lot of people tuned in. The chat is going wild on the official Pokemon channel there. And this isn't a live event, though. It's basically a video that they put as a premiere. So, obviously, it it works out to be about the same thing, but Nintendo's been doing this for a little while. They upload the video ahead of time, and they started off as a premiere rather than an actual like live streaming event. Hey, Cristobal, what's up? Yeah, man, it's early. It's early. So if my speech is a little like, I'm still waking up. I'm still waking up, and we've got a big day ahead of us. So yeah. But either way, after the presentation, for those of you that want to stick around for some streaming fun today, just stick around after the presentation. I'll tell you guys what the plan is for today, but I'm most likely going to be streaming most of the day. So if you guys want to see the new Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, I would say stick around till the end. We are going to take a break in between the presents this morning and the start of the stream. But once that break's over, we are going to get into it full blast. And it's most likely Fire Red, Leaf Green, unless something like incredibly crazy gets announced, like Shadow dropped, obviously, because I do think we're going to get stuff announced. I just don't think there's going to be any other major shadow drops than the Fire Red Leaf Greens that we're already getting. So how's everyone doing this morning? Man, seriously, I don't know why, but getting up this morning was rough. I put on my Pokemon gear. I'm like, let's go with the Pokemon theme. On top of it, I have the original starters t-shirt. So I was like, I've got to rock that, because even when if we do play Fire Red, Leaf Green, it's gonna be one of the, well, minus the Pikachu, because that's from the Gen 1 Pokemon Yellow. Happy Friday, Gen 10. Have a blessed Pokemon Day. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the channel for 51 months. Man, you are over 4 years now. That is insane. Thank you so much for all the support, my man. But yeah. Need coffee, but my wife shares a birthday with Pokemon, so that's cool. That's really awesome, man. That's cool. You can double down. You can take the day off, and she doesn't get mad. And on top of it, you get to celebrate Pokemon Day at the same time. You can sort of fake it out, saying you're taking the day off for her, but you're actually taking the day off for Pokemon. Everyone knows that. Come on. Yeah, I took the day off too, but yeah, I got a couple of things to do, like on the personal side, which is why we're going to take a tiny break in between. But I do think since we have a few minutes, I do think I'm going to start streaming probably around noon. So basically, the Pokemon Presents, I'm assuming, is going to be like probably half an hour to, if we're lucky, 45 minutes. And then basically I'll be back for noon. I'll just make sure to do a little bit of personal stuff. I'll eat lunch before, and then we'll get started. So that way we can go for a freaking long time. She's more of a fan of Pokemon than you are. Awesome, awesome. I'll throw up in the chat. We're not a lot yet, but I think people will get the poll as they come in. Which version do you prefer? I'm wondering, because I'm still debating if I'm getting Fire Red or Leaf Green. I looked at the exclusive Pokemon for each, and it's really annoying because there's some of the ones I really like in each one of the games. And since online trading isn't available, it's going to be like, it's not like if online trading was available, I wouldn't care, because whatever Pokemon is missing from one, you can automatically pick up in the other. And like one of my all-time favorite Pokemons from Gen 1 is Scyther. He's in Pokemon Fire Red, but there's other ones that I really enjoy as well that are in Leaf Green. I'd have to pull up the list. I think it's Magmar that is in Leaf Green after that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Like Magmar is in Leaf Green, and I enjoy him a ton, especially if I don't start with a Charizard, with a Charmander. You know, because basically you need that fire you need that fire Pokemon in your team. So if you're not starting with Charmander, you sort of gotta like replace him eventually. And although you get him really late in the game, I usually go for that. Growlite and Vulpix. You got Growlite in Fire Red, if I'm not mistaken, and you've got Vulpix in Leaf Green. That I'm to be honest, I'm like even on. When I was a kid, I used to really prefer Growlite a ton, but nowadays I'm about 50-50 on that one. But I would say, like, really quickly, those are the standouts. I know Oddish, I think, is in Fire Red, like Oddish, the Oddish line. So Oddish up to Vileplume. And Leaf Green has, I feel like saying, whatchamacallit, the other grass Pokemon line that ends with Victory Bell. I have a little blank on the level 1 Pokemon for that. But either way, I mean, I'll figure it out before we get started. I'm just sort of like, obviously, it's at 50-50 the poll for the moment. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna maybe get some info during the presentation. Some people talked about the fact that they didn't talk about Pokemon Home, but it was gonna be maybe a separate thing, which won't necessarily be online trading, but there will be ways to like pull the Pokemon from other games yourself and stuff like that. I'm hoping that's true. That we're gonna get like an online version of Pokemon Home that's just gonna unite like all the Pokemon games on the Switch that are currently like available to the Switch and to come in the future. But we shall see. And I don't know. I know a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people watched the new games this week because everyone like sort of knew what games were coming out this week. But I did talk about it a bit. I am a little annoyed though that they didn't make a double pack. Like personally, trying to sell each one separately, it's driving me freaking nuts. Like theoretically, this conversation this morning, although it's fun, shouldn't be happening. Like we should be able to just get it officially, both versions, for around like $25. Like having me pay $30, well, $20 a piece US, but $30 Canadian a piece for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and having me choose, like, come on, man. Rolling Golem says, I think Red and Green will go into Pokemon Home. I think so as well. It's just like, I'd like it to be confirmed officially. Like, I've heard those rumors too, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really thought that when we were going to see the Pokemon games, we were going to get, like, Generations packs. Like, I just thought it was going to be, like, a release, and it was, like, $25 for Gen 1. So, Gen 1, you get, like, red, blue, yellow. Then you get, like, Gen 2 pack, and you get silver, gold, silver, gold. And you know what I mean? Like, I thought they were going to divide them up by, and platinum. Sorry, silver, gold, and platinum. Yeah, platinum's the third release. And then basically, like, so basically just generations packs. I really thought that that was going to be their release plan, that they were going to go generation by generation. How's the sound on the Pokemon Direct? Is it drowning me out, or are we good? I need you guys in the chat for a moment to tell me if it's good or not. It feels high. I'm gonna drop it a bit, and hopefully it'll be good. Let's go. Definitely. Let's full screen this so we don't have to see the chat. And I don't want to see the chat. Thank you. By the way, I didn't forget this time, ads are turned off, so you will not be getting ads during the watch party. We are ad-free for this stream. A little bit lower. Okay. Oh, Gen 1. Are they coming for free and it's fire green and fire red and leaf green we're gonna have to pay for? Nope. I think it's just a presentation. Getting excited for nothing, man. I know, champ, my man. I know. Like, congrats to the US hockey team. 100% congrats. And, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company. Today...
Yeah, no, I know. I got it after. It's just the evolution.
This is the date the Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green games were first released in Japan.
Yeah, baby.
The beginning of the Pokémon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokémon made their appearance. Now,
a revolutionary day in history, man.
Been discovered. And these diverse Pokémon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience.
Whether you want to or not, Pokemon is the biggest franchise on Earth, so it actually is like a revolutionary day. I'm going to just turn off the CC, okay? Because it's,
each and every one of
for me, it's annoying.
We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast,
yeah, because it was doubling up with the normal.
Please enjoy the presentation.
Much better. Oh, we are seeing a Game Boy though. But they might. This might just be another history thing. What? Oh my God! A Game Boy music player.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokémon Red version and Pokémon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system.
Oh my God.
We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
Like, do you get all 45 cartridges to... Okay, I was like, dude, if they tried to piecemeal you on the cartridges, that's going to be like a piss off. But no, it's a pack that comes with all the cartridges. It's cool. It's okay.
Pokémon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokémon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience.
Yeah, like this is going to be big for the TCG players.
Pokémon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions. While their
it's the championships for the digital events too. Okay.
Pokemon
I
Go
thought, because
and
I know the
Pokemon
TCG
Unite.
is like the main
Each
draw.
of the final matches
but-
of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most.
Where's the Chase
exciting
Center? Did they
Pokemon
say what
events
city that's
for
in?
our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind
Hey,
experience
Topaz, what's up?
where trainers around the world
Come here.
can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases,
LA?
unique panels,
God damn it,
hands-on
man.
workshops, exciting
Like, there's no way I
collaborations,
can make it out to LA.
and of
I was like, if it's
visiting
East
the
Coast,
Pokemon Center pop-up store.
if it's like
To
northern
celebrate
US,
this
East
new
Coast,
experience today,
I could have
we're
actually
giving you
maybe
a
made it.
first look at a truly special
Topaz,
piece of
you
art
screech.
illustrating Pokemon XP
No,
alongside
she's
the
using
highly
rubber head
anticipated
against the
World
keyboard.
Championships.
Now she's using Annoy Rick by
Whether
jumping
you're
on the
joining us
computer.
in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see
She's
you
already
join us.
paid. There is.
you, Pokemon
I don't know if
trainers.
you guys remember, but she actually pressed the reset button once during the stream, and it completely restarted my computer, and we lost the stream. Okay, so we're getting some TCG news started out. Man, the prices on these cards needs to get back to normal. Just so that people could actually like have fun opening packs again without like going into like generational death. Debt. My God. English is hard this morning, my man. Woo. San Francisco? Okay. Either way, it's West Coast, so it comes back to the same thing. It's like... But thanks. Okay. Now we're gonna get to some like real game announcements. So Pokemon Go. I don't know, man. Is anyone really obviously people are still playing Go, but do we have people that are huge fans of Go here in the chat? To me, it dropped off. Like I was really into it like for the first 6 months, then it dropped off.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Oh. Man, they do that so fast, it's insane. I mean, you can always pause it because it's like a video, but still.
Here. Let your curiosity shine! Like a twinkling star!
EX Masters.
Pokemon Masters EX.
Man, it's crazy how much Pokemon stuff is going at the same time. How many apps and games. Oh, this is the cafe, right? Like, it's been staples now. Every time we get these updates for these things, and you forget how much freaking Pokemon stuff happens at the same time. Go Leaf Green. Actually, Fire Red is winning the quiz for the moment. You're late, Grovel. Happy birthday, by the way. I know it's odd. I'm being nice to you, but happy birthday. I think it was yesterday, but so belated. Is this Pokemon Sleep, right? Like, all this stuff is cool, but let's be honest. How many people do you think are here to hear about Pokemon Sleep? Let's go. Let's go.
To celebrate Pokemon
Unite.
Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and
Crazy,
Articuno
man,
will be
how much
joining the
stuff
fray.
there is.
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together.
No, you did not.
stylishly
Not
into
yet.
battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to
Like,
be
unless you
added.
want to go to...
Don't miss what's coming.
Unless you want to go to the Pokemon Championships in San Francisco, I would say that would probably be the biggest announcement so far. Oh, and they made a Game Boy music player that you can pop little cartridges in that play songs. This game as well, man. I enjoyed it a lot at the beginning. Then the shorter matches got on my nerves because I used to play the real TCG, and you have like 6 prize cards in the real TCG. In this, you have I'm trying to remember. I think it's 3 if I'm not mistaken, and it really doesn't give you time to set up like a fun board. I find it's not bad because the strategy is just different. Now, this might be our first big announcement. Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Gale of Dark. Are we getting this on the GameCube app? It's Gale of Darkness. Sorry, not Stadium. Nice. March 2026. So next month, we're going to be getting Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. That's actually a really good drop. No lies, it's a really good drop. It's not a mainline game, but it's pretty close.
I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games coming to Nintendo Switch.
They just assume everyone knows about it.
Pokemon
It's
Fire
crazy.
Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games. Remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan.
They're not even like
Released on
announcing it.
Game
They're
Boy
like, you know,
Advance in
we have info.
2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future.
You already bought
This
Leaf
way,
Green?
you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions.
Okay.
We hope
so-
you look forward to it.
So it is going to be possible with Pokemon Home.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Wow, this guy looks awesome. Yes, I'm sure like a whole stadium of people would show up to see 2 people pop out their Switches and play on like a 9-inch screen. Man, these ads. Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get... hold on. I'm pretty sure this song is gonna be copyrighted. Sorry, guys. Hope you guys don't mind missing out on the awesome music, but... yeah, this ad is, like, nuts. Like, it has this, like... I don't know, man. To me, it has, like, boomer energy. Okay, well, it's we have the app and coming out on Switch. It's actually going to be pretty... honestly, I'm going to try it out.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series.
Oh,
Please take a look at this video.
are we getting more DLC? And was the Switch 2 symbol? Okay. Oh. Mega Dimensions. Like, it's cool, but I'm just so... like I've said it before, I'm just so annoyed that they're releasing so much DLC for a game that's not even a year old yet. And it just makes you feel like they made you pay full price for a totally unfinished game. Garchomp though is a big addition. Mega Garchomp. Let's be honest, he's a lot of people's like go-to powerhouse. It's available now. Mega Dimension, awesome. Like I said, it's a little sour for me.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes.
Okay, so it's at least it's just an announcement for a free gift for people to have the DLC.
Mega Garchomp Z.
I'll give them that. It's not announcing. I thought they were going to try to sell another sort of like
Next up, we have
Pokemon pack.
Pokemon Pokopia.
Now this I'm interested in. Because honestly, Pokopia, I'm getting more and more interested. And I'm actually looking forward to playing it. I need one of those like laid-back farming games. Or I don't think it's just going to be like a farming game, but like one of those laid-back, like I play a few hours every day before bed games. And I feel like Pokopia, after the first initial few days where I'm probably going to play like 7 hours straight, is going to become that. Rotom Stereo. Woo!
Is that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside? It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Wow. It plays the music of the Pokemon
games.
games.
The town with a variety of music.
Like it's okay, it's cool, but like come on guys.
Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
Okay. I was like, please let that not be your big announcement about
Ditto first
Pokopia.
encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
Awesome. I'm gonna check that out after the stream. Thanks for letting me know. Apparently, Champ Dance are saying if you pre-downloaded Leaf Green, Fire Red, or if you go pick them up now, they're working.
That's Silhouette.
Bidoof? Or... no. I forget this one's name. It's this squirrel Pokemon. Greedent.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes.
Like, I don't care what anyone says, this is
Each
Pokemon Animal
has
Crossing.
different foods they prefer.
Like, and yes, there's gonna be different mechanics, I get it. Yes, there's gonna be different,
Some
like,
dishes
building
will
stuff.
even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
But they are feeding it with the same
Try bringing
dopamine
Pokemon
hits
you've
that
befriended on an outing.
that you're getting in, like, Animal
In
Crossing.
multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah,
Is
there you are.
please tell me that, like, voice chat is enabled
There's
though.
someone here too.
Like, you have the cameras,
But
you have the voice
where's
chat.
The last one?
Tell me that, like, all this is compatible, right?
Whoa! You can transform into objects too. That was a fun game of hide and seek. By working together, you could even build something this big.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like Animal Crossing meets, like, Minecraft. Because, like, Animal Crossing, yes, you can build, but not as... You can't build, like,
go on
structures.
far-off adventures.
You can build, like, you know what I mean? You can
New
terraform,
encounters may
but you
await
can't
as
actually
well.
build structures. This one lets you build structures.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time.
Yeah, I didn't watch the treehouse yet. I'm gonna sit
Pokemon
down at one point
Pokopia.
and put it on in the background.
Available on March 5th.
I wanted sort of this to happen first before I watched the treehouse, because I'd rather be excited about this stuff today. Like, so far though, like, no offense, I find the way they're presenting stuff to be extremely flat and, like. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to be, like, upbeat and excited, but
Pokopia
they're
releases
presenting
next
everything
week on
very
Thursday,
flatly.
March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon
That's next
to
week,
develop
man.
a town from the ground up.
We're almost there.
Today, we covered all of the information you see here. We'd like to end our presentation today.
Holy
with one
shit!
final
It's
video for
already
you all.
over.
Thank you for tuning in.
Holy crap, dudes! What's this? What's our big announcement though? Gen 10 sneak peek, right? Not actual gameplay footage, guys. No way we're getting these graphics for Gen 10. Okay, so Pikachu's like visiting all these different Pokemon games from the past. Like all the different regions. If this is a new Pokemon movie, I'm losing my crap. I don't know if this is feeling like Gen 10, man. Is it? Okay, it is. I'm like, Now, this is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, right? Oh my god. Look at these starters. Brout. Pombon. And Gekwa. Like, they... What I hate about starters is you need to see their evolutions to decide which one is cool. Let's be honest, it's not the starter like, yes, the starter has that cutesy effect, but everyone picks it based on what they turn into. Winds and waves. Okay, you were right. Waves. Okay, I'm trusting you now. I mean, looks good. I feel like saying looks good. I think that if they're targeting Switch 2 only, that needs to be the move. Because everyone's going to keep bitching if we don't get, like, total next-gen graphics. That's really it, man. That is really it. It is crazy, man. That was, like, what? Like, how long is this? Like, how long have we been streaming? It's the 27th. Like, it's not even a 30 minutes. Oh, okay. No, yeah, we're not going to watch. We're not going to watch Jon Stewart. Yeah, that's honestly pretty freaking crazy. Pretty freaking crazy. Like, I honestly thought they were going to have a bigger announcement. And at this point, I really find it weird that they announced Fire Red and Leaf Green ahead of time. That is the Shadow Drop Grovel. That's what I mean. I thought that the reason why they announced Leaf Green and Fire Red ahead of time, like, for no reason, was because they had, like, a bigger Shadow Drop that they didn't want to, like, overshadow, or they wanted the conversation really directed on one thing. But they don't. That is I'll be honest, I'm like, I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but I'm disappointed. Like, I find it really cool that we saw, like, a sneak peek at Gen 10, but I really thought they were going to have more. I really thought they were going to have more. Yeah, and I agree. At this point, they should have shut the hell up about Fire Red and Leaf Green. And they should have just... Like, I honestly think that would have given a big pop during the presentation. That honestly would have made everyone put this presentation up a peg. At the same time, everyone would have been bitching because they're $20 a piece rather than a dual pack, and they're making you pay rather than giving it on the Switch Online service. But, yeah. Not yet, because I'm trying to pick up a physical version. I didn't pre-order the physical version, honestly, because I didn't know it was a thing. Like, I don't know how I missed it, but I missed that the trilogy pack was coming out physically. So I am trying to pick up a physical copy over the weekend. I'm going to be, like, hunting around for it. If I don't pick up a physical copy by the end of the weekend, I will... Well, it's because I feel bad buying it digitally. And I know they're key cards, guys. I know they're key cards. Don't worry. I know they're key cards. It's just like... Resident Evil is such a crazy franchise that I would like to have, nonetheless, some kind of physical presentation on my shelf for Resident Evil. But yeah, I'm gonna try to hunt it over the weekend. And the good news is that since Fire Red and Leaf Green dropped today, well, I have that few extra days. Like, I don't feel bad that we're not streaming Resident Evil today because we're gonna be streaming Fire Red and Leaf Green. And honestly, I think it's going to be a super chill and fun stream today. We're going to... GameStop is giving away tote bags for RE9. That's pretty nice. The Canadian rewards are probably different, though. We always get shittier rewards. Every time I hear about what the US side is getting at GameStop, we get crap here in Canada. Like, we get a crappier, like, less awesome, less collectible version of what you guys are getting. Yeah, so low-key, I feel like there was no thunder there, man. Like, even with the sneak peek of, like, Gen 10, I don't know. Is it just me, or did you guys feel like there was no thunder? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna end the poll for the version. So I see that most people are grabbing Fire Red. I'm honestly surprised. I thought most people were gonna be grabbing Leaf Green. Like I said, my biggest issue with Leaf Green is Scyther's not in it. And Scyther's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. And even though you have to wait till the Safari Zone to get him, like, my knowledge is mostly Gen 1, so I played Fire Red, Leaf Green a lot, but I always go back to the original rather than, like, when I want to replay Gen 1, I replay the original Red rather than Fire Red. So if he's the same as in the original Red, he's in the Safari Zone, so you have to wait really, really late. Yeah, it was mid at best because, let's be honest, most of the time is taken up by stuff that is not general console gaming. You know, and I don't want to take anything away from their other products like the TCG, like the Pokemon Cafe, like Pokemon Go. But, and even those announcements, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong if you're a fan of, like, those other games, but even the announcements for the other games felt okay, but they still felt like big nothing burgers. Like, nothing that's going to change dramatically, like, the whole outlook. And Gale of Darkness is maybe the other big announcement. We got Gale of Darkness coming to the GameCube online app. That's probably the second big announcement. You're going Venusaur, Nidoking, Dodrio, Jinx, Snorlax, Hitmonlee. Honestly, I'm gonna take it as we go, because I'm like, every time I try to build my team ahead of time, I end up calling audibles. And the problem too is some of my favorite Pokemon are the trade evolving Pokemon. Like, personally, I love Golbat. But you need to trade to get him. Well, not Golbat, but the evolution. Help me out here. After Golbat, it's exactly Crobat. Thank you. Holy crap, man! I was like blocked there. And the second one is the fighting type with the 4 arms. Holy crap, man! This morning, you can tell that I just got up, like, literally at 8:30, and I came down, started streaming at 9. Like, insane. Not in the base game. Machamp, thank you. Holy crap! Like, the worst is I have them, like, all around me. But anyway, it is what it is. And I'm wondering if I want to level up a Gyarados. Like, it's annoying to... But I think we have the XP share, right, on Fire Red? Like, getting a Gyarados in original Gen 1 is a total piece of crap, because you have to really swap in and out the your freaking Pokemon, and he can't fight, so you've literally got to take, like, a shot every single combat. But I think we have the XP share, right, in Fire Red. You've never played Fire Red, Leaf Green? Awesome. Like, what we're going to do, by the way, okay, so for those who missed the beginning and do want to stream, I'm going to be taking a break now to get all my personal stuff done for the day, and I'll be back around, I would say, between noon and 1. And no joke, we're most likely going to stream today till around, I'm assuming, 6 or 7 in the evening. Basically, my wife is away until she gets back, we're streaming. And I don't see her in any way getting back before 6. So we're going to stream, like, all afternoon. We're going to be playing... I'm either Leaf Green or Fire Red. I'm still deciding. And then we will we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna chill, we're gonna take it easy, we're gonna play some Pokemon. I am gonna try to like give hints. So if you've never played the game as we go through, like let's say this is really your first Pokemon experience or your first Gen 1, I'm gonna try to drop some hints, like, at this stage in the game, if you want an easy, like easy pathing through the game, make sure to have, antidotes in your pack, like when we get to Viridian Forest, or when, going over like what the starters, what the game's going to be like for you, depending on which starter you take. Because most people take Charmander, but Charmander is actually like hard, making the beginning of the game harder. It goes away about halfway through, but like getting through the beginning without other Pokemon is more difficult with Charmander. I'm not going to say impossible, because you can always yourself just like grind and level so much that, yeah, exactly. But you understand what I mean, champ? It's not hard if you know that you need to pick up a Pokemon that is strong against a rock type. But you have to know that. You know what I mean? And you have to know where to grab him. So, not, you know what I mean? So we're just going to go over like basic stuff like that as we go through. And then a Pikachu for Misty. Exactly. So Viridian Forest, you're going to want to try and pick up a Pikachu to get ready for Misty. While if you go with Bulbasaur, you're actually, it's smooth sailing for like the first like almost 3 gyms. You can theoretically not even pick up any other major Pokemon in your team for the first 3 gyms. So depending on your approach, you know what I mean? Like, I know this is not news for a lot of you out there listening, but if you don't want to dedicate resources to a Pokemon that you're maybe going to abandon later on because you don't want him in your final team, you have to go something like either Bulbasaur or Squirtle. And Squirtle has trouble with Misty. Like, it's not bad, but you're going to have trouble with Misty. This was embarrassing with a waste of 30 minutes. I mean, 30 years. I same feelings here, Lucian. Same feelings here, man. Like I said, this is 30 years. Like, I've gotten used to these Pokemons, and that's why originally I wasn't even going to stream this. I'd said I wasn't going to stream this till I found out they were releasing Fire Red, Leaf Green, because I knew I wanted to stream those like on release date. But like, if it wasn't for Fire Red or Leaf Green, I was probably not going to do it. To unlock. FYI, you need 60 Pokemon to unlock the national dex. Okay, cool. Resident Evil controller holder. I'll check that out. Okay, so yeah, I agree. Like, totally a mid-presentation. So sorry, what I was saying is, like, I've gotten used to these kind of Pokemon Directs, which is, like I said, why I wasn't going to stream it, because it always ends like this. We're like sitting here and we're like, okay, cool. But like, where's the pop? Like, where's the moment that I'm going to be like, holy crap, do you remember when they announced this? Yeah, no, not happening. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's still, like, it's still, I mean, it's still important information that they delivered, but it just doesn't pop anymore. I don't know. And I'm actually happy that we're getting Pokopia, because it really feels like for the first time they're on consoles. They're trying something new to get people excited about a totally new type of Pokemon. But yeah. But I so feel like Pokemon's on autopilot for the longest time on consoles. It's insane. And I'm just really hoping that the next gen, like I said it, Legends ZA wasn't a bad game, but it was definitely not the Pokemon game I thought it was going to be. Still waiting for Zelda 40th, bro. I'm waiting for our next big, like, I'm waiting for, like, what does Nintendo have for us for this year? Because, like, first party wise, we know absolutely nothing about Nintendo for this year. The only thing that is totally different this year is third party is freaking rocking it this year. Like, you know, the last couple of years, Nintendo had to drive all the major releases. But this year, because we actually have a console that can run good third party games, third party is rocking it. Think about this week, man. Watch my video on new releases this week and tell me that you're not excited about at least 2 or 3 games this week. It's been a long time that it hasn't been like that. And I'm not talking like, oh, those games look good. I mean, like, I really want to play those games. Like, Resident Evil on its own is freaking amazing. Amazing. The hunt. I have to get my list out because you know me and titles. I'm like the god awfulest person for titles of games. Dude. First Squadron Phoenix. I know it's stupid, but I'm super excited. I have it for Steam, actually. I have to grab it on Switch. Hunt the Night looks freaking amazing. Resident Evil, Fallout 4, the Disney Afternoon Collection. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm like super excited for this one. Those we would have gotten on Switch 1 anyway, but like third party is rocking it this year. Like Hunt the Night and Sands of Aura, I think are going to be good. I have Sands of Aura, by the way. Like I honestly have too many games that I need to stream right now, and I don't know how we're going to do it. But either way, we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on Leaf Green and Fire Red. So, like I said, the plan for anyone that wants to join me for our Fire Red Leaf Green adventure, it's going to be starting between noon and 1 Eastern time. So in about like in the next 2.5 to 3 hours, probably we're going to get started. I'm just going to take a little break to eat lunch and get all my personal stuff out of the way so that after that, we're smooth sailing all day for Leaf Green and Fire Red. I know, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for Resident Evil. Like, and honestly, like, if it wasn't that I'm doing this today, I'd be going out and hunting for Resident Evil 9 today. But I don't have the car. My wife needs the car for today. So it actually all worked out. It's all worked out. It's weird that Atari's releasing the Disney Afternoon on Switch and not Capcom. I just don't think Capcom wanted to dedicate any resources to it. If you want me to be totally honest with you, Tony, I think that Capcom doesn't give a crap about those franchises anymore. And Atari wants to be the go-to person for retro gaming and classic gaming. So for them, it fits perfectly. So it's probably just awesome. You have these franchises that you're not doing anything with. We want to do something with them. Let's get this going. Yeah, the Disney Afternoon Collection is super cool. I'm sure it's going to be back in stock, though. Like, I can't wait to play them, okay? But they're not at the top of my list because I have to replay all 3 Resident Evils, by the way. Because I've never played through Village. And I only played through the first hour or 2 of 7. Because I was actually waiting for it to come to like a platform that I wanted to play it on. And man, I can't wait for the handheld. Like, I can't wait to be like at night on the couch in the dark, man. Like playing Resident Evil. Like, I know it's stupid, but it's like, it's one of those things that the vibes are going to be freaking off, like, through the roof. And I really wish I had more streaming time because that's something I would have loved to play through all 3 of the games on stream. And I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just like trying to think time-wise with my full-time job, life schedule right now, how I could make that work. Like I'd have to like dedicate like almost like a whole week to streaming like 7 and 8, like all my off time would have to be done on that, and then what happens to the normal videos? You know what I mean? What happens to the normal videos? That's what's like tearing me apart right now. Is like there's so many awesome things I'd like to do on streaming, but if I do, the normal videos suffer. And even now, like I need more normal videos. I need to do some reviews. I need to do other stuff. But it's all good. We're gonna get there. Where there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, so I'm gonna peace out, guys. Thank you for joining me for this Pokemon Presents, which is what it is. I'll see you guys later today for Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. I know, Lucian. I know. I get you, man. We're on the exact same wavelength. Warp Zone. I know. I'd love to get back to doing the Warp Zone. Like, I miss just sitting back and talking about the news. Monthly or bi-monthly. I know. I've been thinking of doing it, maybe not weekly, but yes, like a major warp zone where we talk about everything that's happened over the last month. It's just I feel like a lot of the problem with that, I'll just tell you, champ, is like I think a lot of people are going to be like, news moves so fast now that if I talk about stuff that happened like 2 or 3 weeks ago, 80% of the people watching it are be like, this is old news. Like, I actually thought about that. And that's the only reason, like, I haven't done it in that format, is that I feel like teleport ourselves like 10, 15 years back. This would have been okay, because news cycles didn't work by almost days. But now, if you don't talk about something in the first 2 to 3 days that the news drops, people start regarding it as old news. So 3 weeks later, it's going to be like ancient news. You know what I mean? So the really only way I think to do a news show is to do it daily or weekly. Like, I'll give you the best example. Take Spawn Wave. He has the best format ever. He does but he's a full-timer, but he does every morning the news. And if he didn't talk about it or the news dropped during the day, you get it the next morning. You know what I mean? And he comes out with a really concise, well-built opinion. I love his stuff. The guy's like, it is what it is. But, so that's the only reason I didn't do that. I know the long-time subscribers would really love it, probably, if I did that format once a month. And I'm sure you guys would all show up, and not diminishing it or anything, but at the same time, I'd like to have a format that gets new people in. You know what I mean? So I want to make my old viewers happy, but I want a format that does work to get new people in. But we will. The Warp Zone isn't dead. It's just on pause for the moment. But we will. We will see. We never know what life reserves for us in the future, and I am still very determined at making this what I do. And I know something, I know it's been a while that I've been talking about it, and it doesn't get necessarily there. The only thing is, I don't want to get too much in, but like my family situation is changing over time. By changing, not negatively. My kids are getting older. They're not as dependent on me and my wife anymore. So I might get to the point one day, and when I say one day, to me, the next 5 years is still the near future. You know what I mean? I think as you get older, you know, you don't see time in the same way. And I know some people saying, hey, the next 5 years, oh my God, that's so far away. But for me, like, the next 5 years is still the near future. And in the next 5 years, I could be maybe at the point where I can take that risk of saying, look, I'm taking completely off, like a sabbatical. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 6 months, I'm taking off my general, my normal job, and let's try this YouTube thing full time, full blast. Let's see if we can get this off the ground. Let's see if we can stream on Twitch every day, you know, because, and I dual stream, by the way. I dual stream Twitch. I'm saying Twitch just because, like, to me, nonetheless, I think that if you want to grow a streaming presence right now, you still need Twitch in a sense. But I've always been 100% YouTube, and I will always be, like, mainly YouTube. But that's something. But anyway, I'm just saying those are things that are now becoming more realistic. You know what I mean? Because my financial obligations to other people are diminishing over time. And, you know, I can say, hey, let's just, you know, chill it on a lot of stuff for the next 6 months, and we can do this YouTube thing full time. Yep. Okay. Anyway, enough chit chat. I'm going to peace out, because the faster I get going, the faster I get back. Have a great one, guys. And I'll see you later for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. And sorry that Pokemon Presents was sort of a dud, man. It was okay, but definitely not great. See you later, guys.